K-Drone here. What's going on, guys? Got the Hubsan 501. I got the Jumper T8SG Plus. I got my cell phone, and I got the eSheen OTG receiver on that. So I'm gonna try to show you guys how to set this up. Hopefully it goes smoothly. Hopefully it goes quickly. Here we go. So the first thing we need to do is go ahead and plug in our battery. Battery is plugged in, and get our wires tucked. A little tight squeeze here. There we go. Okay, so what we get is and just blinking. So we're gonna turn this on. Once we turn this on, we get steady lights all the way around. The first thing we need to do is calibrate. Bring your left stick up to about 50, let's see, or zeroed out. There, it shows 0%. I don't know how well you can see that. We're gonna hold that left, and we're going to go left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, until we get the call for calibration. You can see the red going around and around. So we are going to go ahead and spin. That's one rotation. And let's see here. They only need one rotation. They already turned green on me. There, yeah. So one rotation, good to go. And then to fire the motors, we can go down and out, maybe. Or maybe it's going to gather satellites, which I think that's the common issue with most people, is they don't wait for it to gather satellites. So let's connect to the 5.8 gigahertz before we try to fire. And as you can see here, that's my light switch. On, off. And then we'll leave them on. There, now it's flashing, so we actually might be good. Yep. So, and then if you don't lift up all the way, the motors will shut down. I want to go ahead and connect to the FPV here, because we are going to be utilizing that a little bit. I'm going to try to show you guys exactly how to work this. My channel 5 works the lights. Channel 6 is photo, which I have assigned up here. Channel 7, I have video assigned right there. And then channel 8, I don't believe I have anything, because I think that's headless mode. It's either 8 or 9 that's headless mode that I don't have assigned. And then the next switch is altitude hold, which is this one. Then our GPS and return home is over here, which I want to go ahead and flip this down and flip that. That'll be blue. Flip that up, and then that's green. So this switch is going to determine something, and we'll figure out what it determines. It took me a while to figure that out on my last video. And why don't we have connection here? Is my plug unplugged? Come on. And we're just going to hold the button on the back here as we quit out of it. USB detached. Come on, this was going so smooth, guys. I bet it's the plug underneath here, because I did stretch stretched it, went there. Are we good? Is it gonna stay? Maybe. There. Alright, we are going to try not to mess with any of the wires. We're speeding through, trying to find our signal. We're not going to try to mess with that. This is just going to sit on here. Don't mess with any of the wires. I'll sit right like that. Go ahead and just give that a little push on there. And it should be finding the Hubsan signal, which it just did, as you can see here. And then it'll go to the best quality. Alright, so there we are. I will record on the cell phone just as a failsafe. And let's see here. We're going to put this down in the switch too. That way I can have altitude hold. And if you see, we press this, I get a recording mark up top. We're going to go ahead and take off here. Okay. And find your 50% or your zeroed out mark on your center stick, and it will just about sit. Now to lock this into GPS, let me see here. That might be return home. Let's hit that. Nope. That's return home. I believe that's GPS right there. GPS mode. Let's get this sitting. Perfect. Maybe? Maybe not. There. It's trying to grab. I can see it's trying to grab. It's just drifting backwards. So I'm gonna flick that easy. I flick the switch back up. I kind of wanted to jet up. I'm gonna flick this down. I'm gonna flick that there. I think maybe our all blues is GPS. If I'm right, maybe. It seems to be. Here, we're gonna find a stable spot. Or no, that's return home. That should actually be GPS, which I don't, kind of seems like it's holding. But, alright, we're just gonna give this a little fly. I want to, it's drifting backwards. Let's go ahead and put it out here. I want to bend up my antenna here. And just gonna take this out a little bit. And so if that's down. If I go ahead and flick this up, nope, not sure what that's doing. There, that seems to be holding. That's GPS lock there. When it's in greens on the back, it's GPS lock. Maybe I wasn't locked onto enough. And then if I go ahead and flick this down, as you can see, it's rotating towards me. It's gonna come back home. As you see, it just darted towards me, and it's right above me. So it knows where home is. So I'm actually going to flick that back up. We want to be in greens, and we'll try to bring it down here and show you that. So this is fully functional. This is completely fully functional. I do want to, however, stop the recording on board. We've stopped the recording on board. Maybe it has to be high up to grab the GPS. Because right now it's drifting back. If we go high up, it's not drifting. Or it's drifting a little. So it's finicky. I want to do a little range run. I like doing range runs. Want to give this guy a little run-a-rooski. We are going to record. We are recording as my app shows me. And I guess I stopped recording on the app. So I will start recording just as a fail-safe. We're just taking it out there. I don't know. I mean, I can see there. I don't know how well you can see my screen here. You should be able to see it. It's pretty dark. And you got to watch with drones that are altitude hold on the jumper normally, because if you are above that 0%, if you're above the centered position, the drone will continue to go up just as well as if you're below it, it will continue to go down, and you really have to pay attention to that. Yeah, we got a little fuzzy there, nothing bad though. I definitely can't see the drone now. Just doing a little run out here. This saved the 501 for me, dude. I sold 2 501s. And then I got the brilliant idea. Hey, pretty sure the protocol in the jumper. I'm pretty sure the 501 has a protocol in there. And then I bought one soon thereafter. And this is a joy for me. I mean, I have yet to fly FPV with this, which I actually almost came out and did it, but I figured it's just about dark enough that you guys might be able to see my screen here, because I don't know if I'm going to do a picture-in-picture incorporate. But the FPV range is good. I've not flaked out yet. I know when I turn around it gets a little flaky, gets a little fuzzy. I mean, that's good range. I believe we're over a half mile. And again, hopefully you guys can see this. I'm trying to tilt my hat cam down far enough. So right around that point, it starts to get a little bit fuzzy. We'll go ahead and turn around, which it didn't get too bad. And even on the turnaround, it didn't get too bad. We'll go ahead and come home now. With the drone facing us, the FPV signal isn't horrible. It's just a little bit fuzzy. And again, I'm above that center position, so I was noticing the ground getting smaller. We were going up higher. And again, a little bit fuzzy on my FPV signal with the drone facing me. I don't know that we're going to be able to see it right yet. It's just coming up on the abyss. Again, hopefully you guys can see my screen here. If not, maybe I'll do a picture-in-picture and whatnot, and then you'll definitely be able to see it from what was recorded. Or I'll use the drone's footage on the SD card. I'm getting a little fuzzy coming across the abyss here. I don't know why. It's that corner. There's big power supply box just off there, and I think that messes with stuff. I'm getting super fuzzy. I'm almost blacking out here. Let's see here. Maybe it's the way I was holding my controller here. The antenna that's sticking off my controller is my FPV. That's the receiver going to the cell phone. I don't see it. I don't hear it. It is definitely over the abyss. Let's see here. It's actually probably almost straight ahead. I can see the car that I just heard behind me. Still don't see it. Problem with a white drone in a light sky. Should be coming over the small road. I'm pointing the drone directly at me. Alright, the drone is flying directly at me. Coming from that direction. There, I see it. Nice range on the jumper. Makes this drone flyable for me. Again, the fact that it doesn't have image stabilization isn't a great thing for me. It is drifting. It's drifting slightly, and then it seems to have grabbed. Put my hands up there. So the GPS seems to be working. It is sitting there. Obviously, altitude hold is not working completely, but I think I have my stick centered the fact that it is sitting there. What I will do is we'll come over here. Maybe I'll do a little climb up here. Just do a little climb up. I should have it in front of me. Little climb up. Climbs quick. I wouldn't call it punchability, but it definitely climbs quick. That's going to be a nice picture. I'll be able to grab a nice picture off of that. Oh yeah. We're just going to tilt it this way. We're going to fly across the sky here. We'll slowly bring it down. That's up there. that is up there, guys. I mean, we'll pivot up and then down a little bit. Going this way. Easy there. Alright, it's facing that way. I'm trying to bring it down. It's facing directly in front of me. I'm bringing it down, I'm bringing it down. Bringing it down, bringing it down. And I'm actually going to stop my recording on board. Recording on board has stopped. I'm try to face me and fly back towards myself, which, there. Gets a little bit tricky when you're higher up in altitude. I don't know if this thing's self-landing. I think it might be self-landing. I'm going to try to keep it up though. Maybe the battery. No, it might not be self-landing. Let's see here. No, we're still good. We are still good. Normal LED lights. I think even with this cold weather, it's like 50 degrees out. I think there's still mosquitoes trooping around out here. But just to give you guys a good look at what we got going on here. If I could get that to sit. It seems to want to backpedal. Bam. Bring it back up. Come forward. Come forward. There it is. Yes, there it is. And I'm just going to go ahead and take it out here. Take it out here just to show you return home works. We're going to, again, right now, essentially it's in GPS mode with those green lights there. I'm going to flick up. Nope, wrong one. Flick down. Nope, wrong one. Okay. Let's see here. Which one was it? I think if that's all the way up, I'm not sure, because now I got, I don't know, it's odd. As far as the return home goes, that's down there, blue. So they have to be centered. Have to be centered on these two, and then it'll do the return home. As you can see, I'm not touching it, and it's returning home. We'll go ahead and put that back up. Now we're in green, which it's dropping considerably because I had that there. So let's try that again. Let's go out this way. Let's go out this way, go out a little bit, and go over the abyss. We're at the edge of the abyss, and I'm going to face that way, and the drone is turning towards me. And it should be flying towards me. It's cool that it actually rotates towards home and then flies towards it. As you can see, there's the drone, so this definitely works, guys. Another win for the T8SG Plus. I'm going to go ahead and put that back up. Now we are in GPS mode. So I've got this pretty well figured out, which is pretty cool, because last time towards the end of the video I kind of figured it out, and I had to watch my own review to kind of get a glimpse of of what was actually going on. I mean, the photo and video is simple. The photo and video is really simple, and maybe that sun has set where we could get a cool image. We'll go ahead and pop up here, see what oh, no, we got reds. We got red and green. Now it's green. Nope, the sun's still there. I don't know if I could backpedal and pick up. No, I'm not going to be able to pick up a decent image. Not at all. The sun hasn't set enough. It's chilly out. I really should have a sweater on. It's a nice day today. Morning started off pretty cold, got up to 60s, and then it's getting back down in the 50s again. which I don't mind. I'd rather be out here a little bit cold than being tore apart by mosquitoes. Although, again, I think there's still 1 or 2 lingering around here. And again, right there, let's see, find the sweet spot. Nope, it's drifting. It's drifting. And it appears that my device, I probably touched that cord. So my FPV stopped. I should still have that saved there. It's going back in. So I got a loose wire. It's the only complaint about this receiver is that if you pull that wire out for the first time, you might have issues with it going back and in. And staying in. That's why I have it heavily taped up, which maybe I need to take the tape off and retape again. Go ahead and get in here. What up, buddy? What up, buddy? There it is. There it is. There it is. Right there. Jumper. Hubsan 501. I think just about every Hubsan drone I own, the jumper can control. There, we got red. It blinked red. I'm not sure what that's about. Let me see here. I'm gonna go back. 6.9 volts is what I'm showing. That might be. Ooh, I think yeah, man. I know I felt a bug on my face. I got a bump on my face. A mosquito definitely got me. I'm showing my voltage at 6.9 volts. I don't know when LVC is gonna kick. I'm pretty sure that's fairly accurate. I think it's off by like 0.1. My timer didn't go off. I didn't have a actual timer on this. There's my red. So at 6.8, which is probably 6.9 on the jumper, this thing, you'll get your LVC, and I'm going to just, we're center there, we're center here. I'm going to do a return home. The drone is going to face me, as it's doing right now, and then it should come here, as it just did, and then it should just drop, which I'm going to allow it to do so. I'm not touching this. There you go, guys. And just like that, we're going to left throttle all the way down. It should shut off, or maybe we gotta go down and out. Okay, we gotta do down and out. And right now my volts are showing 7.0, 7.1. So maybe it's actually at like 7.2, 7.3. But because it was a constant draw, it was lower, which you'll see that with FPV racing, that sometimes you get lower voltage as you are drawing more power, and then when you stop, it kind of goes up. Guys, I'm J-Drone. Hopefully you appreciated this review. If you haven't subscribed, smash that subscribe button. That's what it is. That's where it's at. That's what we just did. Again, questions, comments, concerns down below. This was something that I completely figured out. I don't think I've seen anybody that actually did it an in-depth review on this. Even, and as you can see, it bounced out again. Let's go ahead and just push the wires. Push the wires, it comes back in. So I definitely got to tape that. Question, comments, concerns down below.